welcome to Roll For It.
What are we doing? I forgot. Who are you?
I'm Kelsey. I'm a producer, editor on the show. This is the 10th episode of Roll For It.
It sure is. It sure is. We're all here for it. We're celebrating.
Celebrating and crying at the same time.
We're going to take a little break, which is very sad for everybody.
But what are we going to be doing, guys? Drunk
episode.
We're gonna work on the theme song before we get there, but it's gonna be a drunk D&D cast party stream. It's gonna be great. We'll put out the details of that later.
I'm ready, folks.
We're also gonna be relaunching our Patreon. We're gonna keep posting all of our bonus content for free because money's tight.
Check out our YouTube page. You're going to see all kinds of videos there.
But if you want to donate so that we can continue to make lots of cool stuff for you guys, head over to our Patreon /roll4itpod.
Is it backslash or forward slash?
I think it's forward slash.
It's forward
Oh,
slash.
shit.
/ whatever the slash is that's usually in URLs, that's the one that you should
Forward
type.
slash.
You can either donate $3 a month with our subscription and become part of Durbin's Pack, which is what we're calling it, which is pretty cute, or there'll be a donate button, and you can just donate whatever you want.
And we love you. And we are so appreciative of you for being here and listening to our show.
Give us $20.
That's it. So have fun playing, you guys.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome to Roll For It. It's a fast-paced Dungeons & Dragons podcast featuring random monsters and epic adventures.
Each episode, we will roll for it, using the dice to randomly select which monster we face out of our list of 100 options. Even our DM won't know what comes next.
But that won't keep the story from progressing. Every monster becomes part of a continuous journey that pushes our characters to grow together as they grow stronger.
We'll be leveling up every episode, so our characters will get very powerful very fast as we approach the final boss.
So whether you're brand new to the game or a true D&D veteran, thank you for tuning in to Roll For It Season 2. We gotta tell these people who we are.
Hello, everyone. I'm Graham, played by that woman over there, Colleen. Pay no mind to her. I'm excited for our last episode.
Oh, calm down, Graham. Eric here. Played by Andrew. I am a Gizrai monk.
And my name is Kendall, and I play Zula. What? I'm my own person. No, you're not. Just stop it. I'm the fighter, and I'm super strong, and I'm stronger than Kendall.
What the fuck is a Kindle?
I'm Jake, I'm the DM, and I'm gonna be playing the world, I guess. All right, so I've got a little bit of a recap of the season so far. So, Graham, Eric, and Zula. Since joining the Guardians, you have had quite an adventure. After the Guardians disappeared, you broke back into the Guild of Guardians, seeking answers, and a 3-story fall from the balcony. Then, you traveled to the monastery. Visions and monk talks and magic eyes led you to Diadora's lair, where you fought an army of magmen firing themselves at you from cannons. Now, Aldaith's idol in hand, you delve deeper into Diadora's lair, planning to stop her at last, restoring peace to the Lacula Aura and freeing hundreds of Guardians from their frozen fates at the bottom of the lake.
Ooh.
Are you guys excited? What'd you guys get for level 10?
I got divine intervention. So if I want, I can request my deity's aid. And if I roll good enough, she's gonna help me.
Nice.
I got purity of body. My mastery of the key makes me immune to disease and poison.
I get a second fighting style. Burn. I picked dueling.
What did you get, DM?
Well, I got a monster that you guys rolled on a D12 that I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to turn up soon, but hoping to finish this fight at last, you delve deep into the lair, following a system of pipes that lead you down beneath the surface. You hear rushing water in the pipes.
I have to pee.
You guys walk for ages, and the passage down is very steep, occasionally requiring you to climb or rely on ropes or carved out steps and handholds.
Probably going to find Diadora down here, right?
Do you think she'll be nice?
Yeah, I hope it's just like all a misunderstanding or something. But like, I will take her out if I have to.
I'm just excited to go back and be with Grokky. Do you know my big 3's coming up?
Wow.
Did you want a cake?
I'm sure I can make one.
I love carrots and cucumbers. If you could make a cake out of that.
Cucumber cake.
with some beets.
Beets, cakes, beets, cakes.
And grapes. And grapes.
You guys realize that the path is actually leveling out. The walls are really narrow here, but the ceiling starts to climb as if you're at the bottom of a small canyon. You're eventually going to have to turn sideways to get through this.
Will I fit?
Just barely.
Ooh.
Through the thin exit in the distance, you see the familiar blue glow and dancing reflections of Lacula Aura.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, well, welcome back, everyone.
You detect a putrid smell that you can't quite place.
Man, what is that smell? Jesus.
Smells like dead fish.
One of you guys fart?
Well, I really don't know anymore. I have not.
I don't have a butthole.
What?
Mugs don't shit. We don't take no shit.
What? Put it on a t-shirt. You hear a familiar peaceful voice as the wind at your back picks up. It urges you forward.
And I take the idol and I walk into the water and I was like, oh boy, I hope I don't die.
As your foot hovers over the surface of the water actually begins to part. As if you're propelling it away from you.
You're like Moses.
Who's that?
The water before you recedes, revealing a gradual rocky decline toward the lake floor. Eldaith has carved a path of safety in front of you, about 20 feet ahead.
I look back at them and I just go, would you care to follow an old turtle like me as she completes a dream?
I'd love to, Gram.
Let's do it.
So you continue to walk on the floor of the lake, the separated waters growing taller and taller until they resemble the stone canyon you just walked through, but carved from a swirling, magical water. It's mostly dark here. You are deep underground, but the water glows with a faint, pale light that dances over the three of you as you walk. You catch a whiff of something rotten.
There's that smell again.
What is that?
Like it.
Whoa, it's dizzying.
Smells like something sick.
I go over and smell Zula.
No, I swear to God, it's not me.
Okay.
She doesn't smell good, but it's not.
Yeah, you could use some Irish Spring, but you're okay.
We're gonna get sued by Irish Spring.
Or sponsored. The deodorant of the D&D. D&D deodorant. But as you look around at the source of the smell, you jump at the sight of a dwarf woman's face, inches from your own. She's in the water, fully clad in plate armor, floating weightlessly at eye level. Her eyes are wide open, completely white and lifeless. There are more bodies in the water, and your lovely scenic voyage becomes a lot more grim and terrifying. The scent of death grows stronger as you proceed.
This is pretty unsettling.
Oh my God.
It's okay to be scared when you're doing big things.
Let's lock arms.
So you guys are Wizard of Ozing it, and
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even know what you would call that, but I
Yeah.
was gonna say that.
We start skipping.
you're hundreds of feet below the surface on the yellow brick road when you reach the center of the lake. You know it's the center because the path ahead reveals at last an empty pedestal 40 feet ahead. The waters around the pedestal spread away from it to create this 80-foot diameter cylinder that extends all the way up to the lake's surface. At the same time that this happens, you are all overcome with a horrible stench, and I need the three of you to make Constitution saving throws.
13.
16?
I got a nat 1. Is that good? Did I win?
Yeah, you wanted one, right?
Oh, totally. I won. Cool.
Like one for the best. You're first.
Graham, you become overcome by this scent, gagging and gasping for air. You are poisoned.
Oh. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks when you're poisoned.
Eric, you critically failed.
I got purity of body. So
you
I'm immune
just
to
told us
Yeah.
that you cannot be poisoned.
No way.
So you get this horrible scent that you want to just instantly puke.
I'm good.
I'm too old for this. What was I thinking?
It's gotta be bad before it can get good, Graham. It's okay. Just hold your nose. You have a nose? I don't even know. I need a bag. We have a barf bag. I need a barf bag.
Throw it in the water.
Yeah, throw up in the water.
And Zula, as you look up towards the pedestal, there's a woman standing there. It's a figure who appears as though it just stepped out of the shadows. She's humanoid in shape, A long, dark cloak hangs to the cold stone floor. A thin black veil covers her face. And then we're going to plug in Kelsey's mic because Kelsey is playing the character Diadora.
Well, well, well. Hello, my little green beans. You found me. Gold stars.
And then I'm going to pull my veil back to reveal my face.
It's her.
She takes her veil off and reveals a perfectly ordinary face.
Are you the stinky one? I don't feel good.
Oh, this scent? You don't like it? It's called Fuck Off by Maybelline.
But you brought this on yourself. I'm pretty sure Eldate did this to you as punishment for stealing her idol.
Oh, yes, stealing is very bad. Nice eye, by the way, Zula. I used to have one just like it.
You can have this thing back. I hate it.
Oh, it looks like it fits you well. Why don't you just give me back my idol instead?
What do you want with it, though? You don't like this idol.
Graham, being senile can't be easy. Eldaith and I may have our little disagreements, but trust me, I am a great admirer of hers. Eldaith put power in this idol to turn water into healing magic. Magic that could help so many more people if it weren't trapped here in this cave thing. What I was trying to do with my magmen before you murdered them all is bottling Eldaith's power and bringing it to the people of Urid. It could help hundreds, thousands even.
Gives you enough money to buy your potions to make you less stinky.
So Diadora is growing angry. Half of her face sort of droops down for a second, then shifts back into place.
Oh, shit.
If I was working hard for the people, there's no reason why I shouldn't have nice things.
Graham, she's looking really, really weird and angry.
She's growing larger.
Are we getting smaller, or is she just,
Give me the idol.
You cannot have it. Me and Eldaith, we say no way.
Her shoulders get really broad and large, and her back sort of hunches over like she's got a hump.
Hunchback?
Yeah, like a hunchback, and her arms get long and her legs get long. She grows taller, and gradually you see her taking the shape of a cow.
No.
And you can just see this green waves of stench rising from her. And I swear to God, I didn't make it up. You guys rolled the stench cow.
I can't.
You rolled the stench cow, and I gotta tell you, there were some good options that you didn't roll.
We had so many good ones on that list, and we put stench cow as a joke, and it happened.
So we threw it into the list with 11 others. Here's the others. We have a mummy lord,
Whoa.
a giant, a rakshasa, a mind flayer, a Marinaloth, a vampire, a hydra, an Abishai, a dragon. It doesn't matter because you guys rolled.
The stench cow. The milk's gone bad.
She's a moonk.
I'm going to just charge straight forward at her. Charge forward with my commas.
You're gonna hit with the 18.
Yes. Chop off one of her udders.
Oh. Is that like a nipple in human form? Like, what is that?
It's a third of a nipple.
It's like half a boob.
All right, so Diadora, you're struck in the udders.
Utterly devastated.
I'm going to do another punch at the udders with the...
Oh,
My skin is as thick as leather.
she's got a point.
Is your leather tough enough for 16?
16 is not going to hit.
Son of a bitch.
So she knocks away your incoming punch.
That's crazy.
She fights with the grace of your former mentor, Grudock.
Doc.
I fight on the tip of my hooves, my back to hooves.
My front two hooves have yet to touch the ground since this fight has started.
That cow got a lot of grace.
Zula, you're up.
Okay, just get my nice great axe, swing at her legs. But I'm gonna make another attack.
All
Same
right.
thing. Wait, 19 is a critical for
Oh,
me.
shit, I forgot. get a big slice. Some stanky blood goes spraying over the pedestal on the ground near it.
Why does the blood smell?
So Diadora rears back in pain, and you catch a whiff of her breath, and you become overcome with this poison. And then it's your turn, Diadora.
I'm gonna go after Graham, because I don't appreciate her little puns.
Yeah, just threw like 100 of them at you.
Graham, I heard you were the funny one, but I don't have time for your cute little shit right now.
So I'm going to drop down to 4 legs, and I'm going to charge right at Graham and leave the other 2 behind.
Make your attack roll.
Okay.
Graham, this stench cow is charging towards you, and you raise up your frying pan, and you manage to hold her.
I'm going to get back up on my 2 legs and use my hooves on my way down to hit the frying pan out of her hands.
Don't you dare touch my pan.
So that's going to be a 23 to hit Graham.
Just season that pan.
8 damage
Ooh.
as you're struck in the arms and the chest, and your pan rolls around on the ground.
Graham, do you remember who you are? Do you know your name?
So Diadora, you also see that Graham's got this idol attached over by her bag and by her side. Graham, what do you do?
Oh, well, Dave, I need some help. Can you send Tilda back again? And then Guardian of Faith appears.
Your guardian of faith, Tilda Swinton, appears. Where do you put it?
Right in front of me, between me and the stench cow.
You can't fight your own battles, Graham.
So this angelic figure appears between the 2 of you and draws out a long sword and a shield.
You'll now suffer her wrath.
Arak's turn.
I run over there. As I reach Diadora, slide down 2 commas coming through the legs. Going for the Achilles? Is that what it is? Yeah.
I don't know what it is on a cow.
Achilles? Achilles?
I think they're called the cowlies.
Yeah.
22 and 23.
Damn, 2 hits from Arak. So Arak slides down by your legs and slices with 2 commas.
Can I use my reaction?
Sure.
As he passes under my udder, I am going to spray bright green, rotten milk all over his face.
You're gonna get some spoiled milk on your face, Arak.
I look back at Graham. Surprisingly, it's kind of sweet.
And I just throw up in the corner.
Yeah, right.
So Arak, you're going to take 20 acid damage.
Yo, man.
My God!
Hey, that's my face.
It was your face.
Dude, what the fuck?
Well, you got beef? You got beef now?
Wipe this shit off. Graham, do you want to give me the idol?
Your face is in your hands.
Oh my God! Let me put it back on. That's right. My mouth is up here. No, eyes are right here.
Oh.
And then I backflip out of there the rest of my turn.
Arak just turned into a Looney Tunes character.
He just slid under a cow and came up with no face.
All right, so you use the rest of your movement to start making your way back towards the pedestal with this idol.
Yeah.
And that makes it Zula's turn.
Are there any buckets or cups or just something that could hold liquid on the ground?
There's nothing on the ground. You're at the bottom of a lake, so it's just...
No one threw anything there? Okay.
There's also a bunch of bodies in the surrounding waters.
Yeah, they'll take care of Stench Cow for a bit. I'm gonna loot. What?
What do you want to cut? All right, I don't have to know. Okay, so make a perception check.
Okay, sick.
You got a plan in mind, and you look at all these former guardians floating around in the water. You spot one eventually that's got 3 big old tankards attached to his bag. His favorite 3 tankards, looks like. He's a Goliath, so he's a big guy.
Makes sense.
And he's floating by, and he's going to be here in a couple of seconds.
I want to grab for the bigger tankard.
The 35-ouncer?
Yeah. I want the 35-ouncer.
That's a standard Goliath pint.
You can't touch that.
So when you reach your hands in,
Okay.
you're going to take some damage.
Okay. I just want to try to get water in that cup no matter what.
You go to grip this tankard by its handle, and you're just in a different place.
What?
You're 5 years old. You're crying your eyes out.
Oh my God.
Your mom is trying to get you to kill your first chicken on your farm. You have refused.
I'm going to start
Adamant.
crying.
You're having a full-on tantrum.
I don't want to kill the chicken.
And then you grip this tankard and you pull it out, getting as much water in as you can, and you barely realize that you have taken 15 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ. I just want to start running towards Diadora, trying not to spill any water.
Diadora. Right in front of you is Gram Gram. The idol has just been taken out of her hand and given to Arak, who is now behind you and on his way to the pedestal.
I can catch up with him, right? Because I still have
you're
on
fast.
my monk.
You're super fast.
Because I'm a monk.
You crazy.
So as you move away from Tilda Swinton, the guardian of faith, she's going to make an attack against you. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Tilda's like her own thing. It's not even on Gram Gram's turn. Nope.
All right, so you take a radiant sword to your back for 20 damage. But you very quickly approach. Do you run on all fours or on two hooves?
When I feel like when I'm using my monk moves, it's on 2 hooves.
Okay.
Like I'm just like, it's like my little feet are just like.
So
I sliced that back hoof though. What the fuck?
yeah, but I mean, you didn't like crit it or nothing.
Yeah, you didn't crit it or nothing.
You didn't crit it or nothing.
It's a paper cut.
She's like doing her best.
Yeah, she's doing her best too.
Okay.
I just feel really supported right now. Thank you so much.
So you Looney Tunes up in front of him, and then what do?
Cut him off.
You cut him off.
It's kind of like Karate Kid-esque. Like I'm up on one hoof, and then I spin around in the air, and then I just whack him with my other hoof.
Arak, you take 17 bludgeoning damage
Oh my
as this stench cow rises up 4 feet in the air, and the hoof just hits you right in the jaw.
What's left of his jaw.
Arak, be better.
I'll get you back.
As he's reeling backwards, I'm just gonna ram him head on.
Oh my
Make a
God.
strength saving throw for me.
Wow, Grudak's really losing his touch.
She brings her head in and headsbutts you right in like the bottom of the chin and the chest.
That wasn't the noise I expected to come out of my mouth.
If a cow made that noise, you are knocked completely off your feet and land on your back. The idol actually bounces a few feet away from you onto the ground.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run and pick up that idol.
How do you pick it up, though? You forget for a second you don't have thumbs.
I never forget I don't have thumbs. I've been afflicted with this.
Just for 1
curse.
second. You were just so excited about the idol.
If you really want me to forget I have
Yes.
thumbs, then okay. I forget I have thumbs.
Just for a second. Then what do?
And then I stick my long, slimy cow tongue out of my mouth and wrap it around the idol. And then I suck it into my mouth. So it's still
Like a
like there's bits of
pacifier?
it- yeah. Like there's still bits of it hanging out. But for now, this idol is in the grips of
I
my
immediately
teeth.
pictured a pacifier.
So from where I'm standing near Tilda, I'm going to say, it's time to cry over spilled milk. I cast my new spell, Flame Strike.
Flame Strike. Tell us about this spell.
It is a vertical column of divine fire that roars down from the heavens.
So Arak is not far from this. So Arak, your eyebrows are going to be singed a little bit. This column of flames completely envelops Diadora. But Diadora, you stumble out of there. You have taken 69 damage.
Hey, let's go!
69.
It's your turn, Arak.
Whoa. Okay. Sit up. I want to run up and get to her mouth and pry it open.
Do all you can to rip this idol of Eldaith out of her mouth.
Yes.
Welcome to the contest between Arak and Diadora's Dex.
Who will have the highest dexterity saving throw?
9.
We got a 14.
Not looking good.
Try harder.
You can't talk to me like that. You got an idol in your mouth. Okay? She's just moving a whole bunch. I don't know.
Arak's grabbing at your jaw here.
I'm gonna take the butt end of my comma and hit her right on the forehead. Good, I want you to step of the wind to back off, right? On moonwalk.
Okay.
Zula, you're up.
I'm just running with my cup of water.
Okay. So, Diadora, you turn and see Zula just like approaching, trying not to spill this water.
I'm
And
gonna throw my cup of water on her.
Zula like mostly misses you with this water. You feign one direction and you turn around the other way, and but a tiny bit like drops onto your face and your arm. You suddenly are transported back to practicing your punches on this brick wall, and there's just blood all over this wall as you constantly try to get it right over and over
Her
and over
hooves.
again.
I wasn't a cow yet, and this
Oh.
is my childhood memory era.
Zula, do you want to do anything
Yeah,
else?
you know what? I'm actually gonna surge to
Okay.
move backwards.
That's right.
To moonwalk.
to moonwalk back.
Diadora, you snap out of it and it is your turn.
That water is not a toy, Zula. I heard you
You
were
still
the
have a thing
dumb
in your
one.
mouth.
I put it to one side of my mouth so I can use the rest. I say, I knew you were the dumb one. I've been watching you for a while. And then since she's right next to me, I'm just going to like stick a hoof out. Like, just hit her.
She'll hoof me.
In like a whirlwind of speed, she hits you right in the side of the face with a hoof. 30 bludgeoning damage.
God.
The stakes have been raised.
I'm gonna charge at her again. I want to do like a drop kick, try to push her into that water. I do one of these like, just like that.
Eric just perfectly demonstrated a drop kick while lying on his side on an ottoman.
Wanna take a dip?
I go into this kind of trance, flames all around, and I feel really small, and I can't get up. There's like a rock on my leg. People screaming, and there's sirens everywhere. And then I see these two hands to sweep me into his arms, and that was the first time I saw Grudock.
I got chills right now.
When he saved me from the war.
That dude saved everybody.
And you snap out of it.
I feel like I'm just like looking around right now trying to find Grudock before I realize where I'm at.
Diadora loses her grip on this idol, and it between you, Arak and Zula.
I'm going to grab the idol.
Yeah, grab it.
You pick up the idol in both hands. What do you do with it?
I'm going to run towards the center pedestal.
If you don't attack, you can get all the way there.
I'm doing it. Let's
Okay.
go.
As you reach the pedestal, the idol actually pulls as if pulled by a magnet.
Interesting.
And it levitates 6 inches above the stone structure, this holy light pulsing from it. The waters surrounding the pedestal suddenly begin to quake and twist loudly around all four of you.
Whoa.
You feel it approaching. It's closing in. The entire cylinder is now shrinking towards the center.
I don't know if this was a
All
good
of you
idea.
are splashed by little bits of water as it starts to sprinkle
no.
down.
Oh my gosh.
Just as you get like little glimpses of somewhere else. And Diadora, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to make a really quick appeal to Arak, because Arak's right next to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be like, Arak, instead of the water sitting here, useless, if we take this idol,
We could fulfill the mission of this monastery.
This water, it should not have to be bought.
Listen to me. The guard, the government, they were not doing anything at all for the people of Urid. I saw them every day ignoring their cries for help. The people needed protectors. The guardians. See, I started the guild as part of my 20-year mission to do good. But, the city, they didn't like the competition. So they started charging us for this fee and that fine. I was broke no matter how much gold my guardians earned. I could never earn enough to keep my doors open. I had to make a decision. I had to take my adventurers to this lake where they would be frozen, protected by Eldaith. And they were eventually presumed dead. So I got the insurance money that I needed to keep our doors open and continue to serve the people. Sacrifice some for the good of all. For the greater good. Right, Arak? Grudock's other child. Practically my brother. We were meant to be together.
This water, to make monetary profit from it, does not sit well with me. It's not for the greater good.
and I say, I tried. And then I'm going to hoof him backwards into the water that's closing in.
Oh my god.
All right, there are 2 parts to this season 2 finale of Roll For It, and you have just finished the first one. Thank you so much for being here with us and sticking with us to the end. We will see you in the final episode of season 2.